Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jumpstart Your Business Masterclass. I am Kristen Edwards, and I am so excited to be with you this evening. For those of you that have not met me before, I will do a formal introduction, but I am the host and creator of the Ambitious Multi-Passionate Entrepreneurs Group, where you are watching this live stream now. I am going to pull this up on my phone so I can see the comments, or you can go ahead and click the StreamYard link above so that way you have access. I can kind of see your name as you're commenting along. But if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments at any point in time. And so while I'm pulling this up, then I will share my screen and we will get started. I am so excited to be doing this with all of you. So let's share the screen. All right. So again, as my screen is sharing, I'm going to make sure that this is popping up and working as well. All right. So like I said, this is the Jumpstart Your Business. Wow, words, Masterclass. And we're going to talk a little bit about, 4 strategies for you to really learn what you need to be successful every step of your coaching journey, but really the foundations that you want to rely on as well, right? Because if you don't have a strong foundation, you're never going to be able to have that tower business, that $1 million business, buying that dream home on the other side of the world. All those things come from really having the right strategy in place. And so that's what I want to talk about. I want to make sure that you grab a pen and paper. So if you don't have pen and paper ready with you, go ahead and do that. It's really important for you to take notes. When you actually handwrite it, it's psychologically proven that it sticks a whole lot better than if you type it or you just kind of listen and wing your way through this. You can also take a screenshot at any point. Go ahead and tag me on Instagram or any other social media. If you tag me on Instagram, I will reshare you in my stories as well. So that'll help with your visibility, and we'll talk about that a little bit today. But if you enjoy this, invite your friends into this Facebook group, and then you can tag them in the comments so that they have a chance to rewatch it. But again, we're going to go over the 4 steps you need to building a strong personal brand and launching your coaching business. I will offer an invitation for you to work with me at the end, so spoiler alert. But if you stick around all the way to the end, there will also be Q&A for you. So you can ask any questions that you want. So let's talk about both of us. I know that you know you already, but I want to make sure you know if you're in the right place. So if you want to start an online coaching business, you are definitely in the right place. Hey, Rachel, thanks for watching. If you want to have a really solid business narrative, that brand story that people go, yes, I know she's a coach for me because she's been where I've been. She's on the path that I'm going. Then that's another reason why this is a masterclass you want to watch. If you are multi-passionate, so other people have been saying, oh, you're confused, you need to niche down, you don't know what you're doing, you feel like you're bouncing from one idea to the other, probably because you're multi-passionate, not because you're confused. So stick around because I'm definitely the coach for you in that area. Maybe you've tried selling products, doing affiliate marketing or network marketing, and you're like, this MLM stuff is just not for me. No hate to my MLM girls. I love you. I support you. Again, just realizing this is not for me. I don't feel like my heart is fully aligned in this work, and I want to pivot into something that I am. Again, coaching as your option. Or if you want overall success without leaving your heart behind, you want to make sure that everything that you're doing, you enjoy, you love it, connecting the dots of what works for you so that you can have success and again, enjoy every moment of it too. So here's why I can help you. I am a certified life coach. I am trained in using the Enneagram for assessments and actually Myers-Briggs as well. I do have a bachelor's and a master's degree. So I literally tell people I went to school to study personality assessments and help you get through all of this. How to build your personal brand by knowing yourself. And I'm a strategy coach, so we're going to do it in a very structural way as well. I used to feel very overwhelmed by trying to do all the things, having everything work for me. I have been literally a wedding planner, an event designer, a floral designer, started as a life coach, transitioned. So most of you know me as a passion coach. That was me as a life coach. And then this year officially moved into the strategy coaching world that I'm doing now because I want to help you. So I've done it as a life coach, but now as a business coach, helping you. So now I help multi-passionate women like you to connect all their zones of genius, yes, more than one, confidently build their business to consistent 5K months and doing it with a simplified roadmap and fun facts. I love Jesus. I drink some bougie fair trade coffee called Seiko as part of their Together coffee brand. And then my kids, I affectionately refer to as Burrito and Pumpkin. Sorry for the typo, but my kids, they have real names, but I call them Burrito and Pumpkin. So today's masterclass, again, it's the 4 strategies that you need. These are the 4 foundations, the pillars of what you need to be successful. And if you have all these 4 things, then you are guaranteed to be moving forward and having success in your business. The first one is using a journal. And I know you're like, oh, Kristen, I don't want a journal. I did that when I was 12 and, I'm not 12 anymore. I'm not that 14-year-old girl who wants to talk about her deep, dark secrets. I want to move forward and be successful. And I agree with you. You are not journaling in the sense of like, here are all my stories, but you are going to be very aware of the path that has brought you to where you are today. Why do you want to be a coach? Why are you looking to be a strategist or a consultant? What is next for you in this journey? So write down your biggest dreams. Write down what you want. Do you want to have a house that is in the mountains, or do you want to be by the beach? Do you want to live in Canada or America, or do you want to live like in the Philippines or Indonesia or something? What are those big dreams that you want? What do you need to do in order to get there? And then we're going to start tackling those goals one by one based on what's the easiest to accomplish, right? I want to be healthier. Let's change how we're eating and start transitioning into healthier foods. I want to move across the world. We're probably going to need to save up a little money, right? But work based on what goals you can start with today and what are the long-term goals. And this works in your business just as much as your personal life. The truth is you do not need all the answers. You just need to be ready to start. It is always going to be like, it's human nature for us to be like, well, what's tomorrow going to be like? What's next year going to be like? What will it be like in 10 years? And the truth is none of us know. But every day we wake up and we do our best to move us further on that journey and get us closer to our goals. And that is what your purpose is and what you need to focus on as well. And so how do you start? You need clarity. You need to know what direction at least am I going when I make these transitions. So how do you start? Brain dump. That's what the journal is for. Throw all the ideas, and I mean all the ideas, down on paper, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Throw all the ideas. I want to have $1 million company. I want to outsource these 20 things in my business. I want to get married and have kids. I want 4 dogs and 2 cats and a hamster and a pet rabbit. Whatever those things are, throw it all on paper. When you write it down, you literally double, it's 47%. You double your chances of achieving success just by writing down that goal. Something that did happen in 2020. If you guys know Demi Lovato, she tweeted in 2010 that during the Super Bowl that she wanted to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. One of the few great things that have happened in this year is that our NFL still played the Super Bowl, and Demi Lovato was the one to open up and sing the national anthem. So a goal that she tweeted randomly 10 years ago, right? To us, we were like, all right, cool, goals, good for her, came to pass. And she's had a roller coaster of a life. But again, those dreams are there because you have the ability to achieve them. And when you write them down, when you make them super public on Twitter, you double your chances of things working out for that success that you are looking for. After that brain dump, you want to organize. Think about what should happen in what order, right? Again, getting healthy before you move to the other side of the world. Don't put the cart before the horse, but maybe we have to buy a horse before we take those steps. So what do you need to do? Organize that plan. And then after you have that plan, take action. You're not going to be perfect. You're definitely going to be scared, but this is where your ABCs come in and they become really important. Action brings clarity. If you're watching this live or on the replay, hashtag replay, and then put in the comments, action brings clarity. It is so important for you to take a step. How do you know if you can ever walk if you don't stand up on your 2 feet? How do you know if you can become a 6-figure business owner if you don't start your business? And so action brings clarity, and it's super important for you to do that, move forward with your dreams, reach your goals. The second thing you need to do is let go of the need to niche. If I hear one more person talk about, I don't know what my niche should be, you're right, no one does. And you don't need to just pick a niche out of thin air. But honestly, you don't even need to niche at all. You can literally build a business without ever having a niche. Think about people who actually are affiliate marketers. They market for 27 different products and services and still build a successful income. There's ways that you can find that success. And as a coach, what you need to do is solve a problem. We'll get into that in a little bit. But again, you just need to figure out an area where you can start. But if you want to have 27 offers, it is possible to get your business to have 27 offers. If you want to write a book and eventually one day have live in-person conferences, and if you want to be the speaker that gets brought into everyone else's conferences, all those things are possible for you. If you want to do virtual summits, again, given where we are right now, if you want to do virtual summits, all those things are possible to you, but you can't say, hey, I am something, if you don't have a foundation for it to start. And so again, you need to start. Action will bring clarity. But that book deal, those conferences, those speaking gigs, all those things are not coming to you unless you start helping someone somewhere soon. Okay. So think of things that you've been through in your life, experiences that you've had. What are the lessons that you've learned that you can share your experience and expertise with someone else and help them solve their problem? Right? I am multi-passionate. I love doing all the things. So how do I connect all those things together and do it in a way that I am solving multiple people's problem? But again, I know what it's like to be told, oh, Kristen, you're confused and you're scattered and you just need to pick something. No, correction. I don't need to pick something. I can do everything as long as I have the right strategy in place to get that done. And so think about what problem you want to solve today, and then use that journal for that list of the 27 other problems you can solve and want to solve for people as well. If you want to dig deeper into why I say you don't need to niche and what you can do instead, there is a live video. Head up into the units tab of this group. And Sunday Spark number 21 is literally what you should do when you can't decide on a niche. And I give you some more pointers in there as well. So go ahead and check that out after this live. The next thing that you can do is build a personal brand. When you build a very strategic business brand and then you decide you want to pivot in a year or pivot in 5 years even, it is really hard to unniche. It's really hard to go, hey, this company that used to only sell one thing, that used to only provide website making services, and we called ourselves the Website Design Co. It's really hard to unniche when you want to do just logos. It's really hard to unniche when you actually don't want to do anything in the website world anymore and you actually want to be a business coach. So if you just call yourself and brand yourself by your name and you become the face of your business, it's a lot easier for you to find that success, get where you're going and where you want to go along the way. So those are things to think about. Assess your personality. That is the foundation of who you are and what you can do. So as you're building that brand, if you know the Enneagram, are you someone who believes like a type 1? Black and white, right or wrong, everything has to be done in this order and this way. Are you a type 2 who likes to help people, or are you a doer or a thinker or a feeler? Again, you can go through, assess your personality. There are free keyword free assessments. If someone is asking you to pay for it, they're tricking you. There are free assessments. I do like truity.com, TRUITY.com, for their assessments. And you can do both Enneagram. There's Myers-Briggs, I believe on there is called 16 personalities as well. But those are great ways to get a foundation of who am I? What do I like? How do I think? I like Myers-Briggs tells you what you do, like this is how you respond in a situation. The Enneagram actually gives you the why behind what it is that you're doing, right? So we're all going to clean our house, but each person, each type on the Enneagram has a different reasoning behind why they clean their house. We are all going to start a business. Each person has a different reasoning behind why they're passionate about their particular business and the structure of how they run that business, again, based on their personality. So I think it's really important to assess your personality type, use that as the foundation, and then build a personal brand on it. The next thing that you can do is combine it with the most common colors in your closet. Just because you're a life coach for women does not mean that you need pink in your brand design. Just because you are a health and wellness coach in some way does not mean that you need green in your brand design. I tried having pink in my brand colors when I first started coaching. And it was about 2 months when it was like, no, this isn't me. This isn't me at all. I have like 3 pink shirts total, where I have 100 shirts that are white, gray, black, tan, olive, green. They're all variations of that. If you scroll through my past Facebook Live videos, I'm usually wearing a black or gray or white tan type of shirt. So if I had pink in my brand colors, you'd start to say, why is she vibing pink when that's just not true to my actual personality? So look at your actual closet, and those are the colors that you should bring into your brand design. Now, you don't need a logo when you start your business, but again, what you're posting on Instagram, the colors that you're using in different places, you're going to see, again, a lot of neutral colors from me. And then when I do want a pop of color, you're going to see blues, greens. Teal's my favorite color. So again, blues and greens. And then if I want to go crazy, I'll pick like orange just to be out there and exciting. But again, you're going to see a lot of neutral colors. The other thing that you can do when it comes to brand photos, yes, it's great to have a professional brand photographer. However, given the times, it's hard to have a brand. It's also expensive to have a brand shoot every single month. So you can literally put the timer on your phone. As you can tell, I had some fun with this one. Put the timer on your phone and enjoy what happens. And some of them I will use and some of them I will never use. Take some smiling, take some not smiling. But again, and the reason I took this picture that day, my coffee mug actually matched the shirt I'm wearing. And again, those are the colors you'll always kind of see around me. So it's something that I can keep consistent with my brand. The next thing is don't take it personal. Not every coach is for every person, and not every person is for every coach. And so if you are like me and you are a tough love coach, show them like it is, tell them what they need to hear, then I'm not the coach for everyone. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But I also know that if you're super passive and tell me what the universe makes you feel, again, like that's for some people, not for everyone. Some people do it based on their faith. I will talk about God, but I will not talk about the universe. But at the same time, like you do you, and you find the coach that works for you as well. So those are things to just kind of consider and be aware of. But be true to who you are, and then don't take it personal. If someone's like, I don't think you're the right fit for me, that's fine. Wish them well. And if you know someone that is a better fit, send them in that direction, send them to that person that can support them for what they need. I am all things strategy. As a strategy coach, we are getting down into the checklist of what needs to get done and when. But if you want to work with a coach for 18 months to get on your journey, it's going to look very differently than if you're working with me and I'm like 6 weeks, 3 months, maybe 6 months, depending on what the situation is, but we're not going to do 18 months. Like that's not an option with me as well. The more passion you have behind what you're doing and that you share that passion, your audience is going to know, okay, this is who she is, this is what I want, and your audience is going to grow because you're being true to who you are. If you're being fake, those people will run away. And your ideal clients will also say, yes, that is what I have been looking for. I need the tough love. I need the person who's going to push me. Or I need the super peppy cheerleader who's going to just cheer me on and encourage me all the time to keep going. I can do both of those things. But what I'm not is like, let's cry about our problems. Like, we won't do that. We can be honest about situations, but we're not going to cry on a call together. So again, knowing the coach that works for you and what you need. Regardless of what your brand is, regardless of who you are and what colors are in your closet, you need to show up consistently. You do not need to show up 75 times in a week. You do not need to post on any type of social media 10 times in a day. Like, that stuff is crazy, but you do need to have a consistent thing. I will go live in my Facebook group once every single week, or for someone else, I have a podcast and I will have a new podcast episode released every single Tuesday. Whatever it is that you're doing, do it consistently. I will write an article and post it on LinkedIn every single week, or Thrive Global, or I'll become a Forbes contributor. And again, consistently posting. When it comes to your personal Facebook, your Facebook business page, and your Instagram, whichever one's your primary platform, let's say you're showing up 4 times a week. And again, give or take, depending, life does happen, but it should be pretty consistent that 4 times a week, I know that I can see new content coming out from this person that I follow. If you aren't showing up consistently in whatever your marketing platform is, are you able to show up consistently for your clients? Little tough love for you right there. But again, things to think about, and make sure that you're doing what's right for you, but showing up and doing it consistently. Also, I believe this is the last one. You need to clarify the plan. Once you know your goals, you can create a simplified plan to get visible. Again, showing up on consistently on social media, growing your audience, being a guest on podcasts, those kind of things. But as you connect your zones of genius, again, more than one, you can like art and math, right? That's what architects do. You can like spreadsheets just as much as graphic design. You might be great at building out a website because you can see all the things that need to be tracked and checked off in, the back end of people's businesses, and helping them to get where they need to go. Maybe you are basically like a human Trello board for someone, if that's how your brain is working. But when you connect your zones of genius, you are also able to create an irresistible offer, because you're filling in the gap of something that, instead of me having to hire 3 different coaches or 3 different service providers, I get one-stop shop. I build one relationship, and I'm able to get everything I need done in one place. You build that irresistible offer, and you get to launch yourself in a momentum rocket ship launch here into endless success. And so I have a testimonial from my friend Valerie, who says, one of the biggest things Kristen helped me break through was a focus and clarity on her goals, right? We're going to write down our goals, know what they are. We're going to have a plan around it using your time. And as you create that irresistible offer, you get to level up. You get to make more and more money. You get to raise your prices and scale your business and do many more things. You'll even make your first hire once you have these systems properly in place. So it's really important to kind of clarify that plan for yourself, and then you have that system in place that you can rinse and repeat as the years or the months go by. All right, so what we just went through, these 4 things that we just went through about you never having to pick a niche, but you do need to journal, but you can build a personal brand and clarify that plan along the way. That is just the tip of the iceberg. So when you work with me, we take a deep, deep dive all the way to the bottom, right? Assessing your personality and who you are and how we get things done, so that you can connect every element of what it is you do and have a solid foundation that builds lasting success. Your business journey is going to take a little bit more than the 20 minutes that I just spent going through this. And so you can build your business in 20 minutes a day, but you can't build a whole business in just 20 minutes. So in order for you to unlock that, we're going to get started, but so much more happens once you start and continue consistently. So now I want to invite you to turn your passions into cash with confidence and with clarity. Inside Gateway to Business, which is my group coaching program, you have the opportunity to go through six high quality modules where we're going to talk about knowing your priorities, making time for your vision, being your true self, digging deeper into the Enneagram and other assessments so that you can go beyond picking a title for yourself and knowing that, like, I like to do something, but these are my zones of genius, and this is going to be the foundation of my business. In Clarify the Plan, which is the third module, you'll start using real strategies. You'll build out your plan. You'll really be able to focus in on what matters most, know your zones of genius, and then again, start marketing your business. The first three modules are more learning. The last three modules are doing. So you are going to create your signature framework, start building out your freebie so that you can start gathering in leads with email marketing. You're going to actually put together your first offer. We're going to work together to make it irresistible. In the fifth module called Connect Your Calling, work on your productivity skills, work on your visibility plan so that you are consistent on social media. And then the sixth one, we actually build out the next 3 months of your business. And so you don't walk away just saying, I finish this program, now what? You actually are able to say, okay, these are the next continuing months of my business. So altogether, you have about 6 months of work put together for you to find that success that you want. Gateway to Business is traditionally a 12-week program, but you do have instant access to the entire curriculum. So if you want to go super, super fast, you can. You also get lifetime access. So I understand that life happens. And if you need to go back in a year, you want to make a tweak, you can revisit the trainings as well. But it features my signature framework, the Unlock Method, which is soon to be trademarked, as well. In addition to the curriculum that you go through, you get an invitation to a members only Facebook community where it is just you and you get to like mini mastermind with the other women that are in the Gateway to Business program with you, as well as alumni of the program. There's also 6 bi-weekly Q&A calls that you will get directly with me, not a support coach. And like I said, lifetime access. So you're able to kind of go back and rinse and repeat these modules and any updates that come along the way to the program. Say, God forbid, because I love Instagram, but say Instagram goes away in a year, I'll go back and say, okay, this is what the new hot, social media platform is, and I will update that information on what you can be doing instead of Instagram or Facebook. But like, seriously, please don't let that go away. But again, as updates come out, as things change, you will have continued lifetime access to that curriculum. All right. So I want you to think, if you create the business of your dreams where you are making all the success in the world, you're making all the money that you wanted, that your bills are paid, that you are debt free, and you are not just buying a new home, but building your dream home. Those are the things that you have the ability to start today and move towards that kind of success. There's no more spinning your wheels or bouncing from one idea to the next, trying to figure out what might work, because we connect all those pieces and then allow you to move forward very strategically. This is 12 weeks of support with me to launch your business with an irresistible offer. Plus you get that community of women that get you, that know what you need and how it's all going to work, because they're also multi-passionate. And again, coaching and accountability along with those strategies. So it's not just you being thrown curriculum, you get that support as well to make sure that your questions are being answered. So this is a note from one of my first clients. Actually, I can't believe that was like so long ago, Autumn, but she says this program is inspirational, provoking, and uplifting. I want to make you think, but understanding that it takes time, planning, mindset, and action to achieve the goals set forth towards a better life we go further in depth. I'm relatable, which makes this program work for me. Kristen's a real person who only has an interest in helping people, providing resources, and encouraging words of wisdom to push us forward and continuing our journey to a better self. So she highly recommends me, and I agree with her as well. So I know a lot of you are like, well, how much does it cost, Kristen? Like, that's where I get nervous. This all sounds great, but like, I don't have $1 million. That's totally fine. Don't think about all the money things. I want you to think about, what is it costing you to stay stuck? What is it costing you to be continuously delaying the start of your business because you don't know what to do? My job and my role is to help you put those pieces together, answer those questions the way no one else has answered them before, and actually help you solve the problems that are happening in your brain so that you can build out the next layers, right? You don't have to worry about building a 6-figure business until you decide what business you want to start. Another thing, if you've been trying to DIY and wing it this entire time, is that working? Are you waiting for a coaching client to magically show up on your doorstep, but you've never even told people that you're a coach? Those are things that we're going to break through those walls as well. You have the opportunity to end the struggle of doing this on your own, to stop searching about what could work and hoping that you figure out the answer. All you have to come into this program with is ambition and ideas. I will give you the strategies that make sure that this works. You're going to learn how to make your money back and multiply it. And if you continue to work with me, then we also get you to consistent 5K months. So that way you know how to scale to get those 6 figures and multi-million dollars and all those things. But that foundation is the essential part. If you simplify the work and you have fun doing it and you launch a business that you're super excited about, the investment becomes the least thing that you need to worry about. You just need to start. Once you start, the world becomes your oyster, right? Think about when you were 18 years old and you got your very, very first job, or whatever age you started your first summer job, your first day of work after you graduated college, or whatever that situation looks like for you. Do you know everything you know now that you knew at 18? My guess is no. You're probably super nervous on that first day. You had no idea what would happen, but you knew that if you showed up every day and did the work, that a paycheck was coming to you in 2 weeks. And so it's the same thing when you start your own business. You show up and you're consistent in doing the work. That paycheck and those paychecks are coming to you, obviously virtual transfer of money, but still all of that is coming back to you when you show up consistently and do the work. And so here's a way for you to get started with someone that's holding your hand and guiding you and wants to see your success on the other side. So I get that you might be nervous, but don't be nervous, because if you work, your money's coming right back. So as much as I want to invite you to work with me, if you take action and you are quick and you're like, yes, Kristen, now is my time, then I agree with you. And I want you to know that if you join in the next 48 hours, let's just say till midnight, right? If you join Gateway to Business by Thursday at midnight, you also get 2 private coaching calls to use at any time in 2020. So literally, as long as it's time stamped for my Thursday and I'm Eastern Standard Time, but honestly, like as long as it's there before I wake up on Friday, you will automatically get 2 private coaching calls that you can use at any point in time in the year 2020. So we're going to start, it's September, we are going to start, but you can choose to like, hey, I want to go through all 12 weeks, then use my 2 calls, or you can say, hey, I'm halfway, and then at the end, it's completely up to you when, but again, you join in the next 2 days, you will also get 2 private coaching calls directly with me. So Gateway to Business is a group coaching program, and you can sign up, or at least if you want to just learn more information, head to keycoach.com/gateway. Again, keycoach.com/gateway, so that you can get the information that you need. Make sure this program is the right fit for you. If for some reason you still have more questions, you can go ahead, we'll do questions and start dropping those in the chat, and I will stick around and answer any of your questions. Make sure you get the support that you need. But again, Gateway to Business, it is ready, it's open, doors are here to welcome you. And so I hope that you will take the time to join. Doors do close on September 10th. So again, on September 10th, doors will close to Gateway to Business. But if you have any questions, go ahead, drop them in the comments now. I have my phone here to see your questions and see what comes through. Or if you have questions after the fact, if you're catching this on the replay, just send me a DM, send me a private message, letting me know I have questions and I want more information. If you enjoyed this training, go ahead and take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram. I appreciate your time and you taking the time out of your schedule to join me this evening as well. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but I am here for questions and whatever it is you might want to know. You are so welcome, Rachel. Super, super welcome. Also, Rachel is a past client, y'all. So if you have questions, just message her. If you want to know if I'm any good, if you want to know if this works in tactics, Rachel, I'm volunteering you, but you guys can go ahead and ask Rachel as well. So I will hang out a little longer, see if you have any questions. This replay will also stay up until, at least until September 10th. We'll see how I'm feeling if it stays up longer as well. Thank you, Rachel. You're awesome. We should catch up soon, actually. All right, so I'm not seeing any other questions come through. I'll give it one more minute before I actually hop off. But again, the replay will be here. You can put your questions in the comments if you have them at any point, or you can go ahead and just DM me personally. Again, keycoach.com/gateway for you to get any answers that you have along the way and make sure I can help you out. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions coming through, so I am going to hop off, but I hope you all have an amazing evening. Thank you so much again for joining Jumpstart Your Business. This masterclass was a lot of fun to put together and to present to you tonight, and I will see you all soon. Bye.